What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 42 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, the GREAT. And I'm joined by the homies Ryan and Shades. What's good with y'all boys, huh?
What's going on, people? How y'all living?
We're heading in. We also joined by the homie P. G. What's good, homie?
What it do, fellas? How y'all boys doing?
Oh, you know, straight thugging it out here in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Thugging it. That's what I do. I thug it out. You know what I'm saying? No, what's good with y'all boys, though, man? How was y'all's weekend and shit, man? Top right. You know what I'm saying? How was y'all boys' weekend?
Weekend was good. We had a wasn't that Saturday?
Yeah.
Wasn't that just Saturday?
That was Saturday.
Yeah,
that was Saturday.
Yeah, so Saturday we did the Chastity Taylor Foundation, reaching out to the kids. You know, we was able to talk. It went a lot better than I thought it was. Like, we was able to drop something on there, and I don't know, man. It really felt good to give back, and the kids really felt like they learned something from it. You know what I mean? So I think I feel like in the future I would feel a lot more comfortable doing that. Definitely doing that with you and a couple of other people that was on there. That would be dope to like do it with them again. I would love to recap, like, because we have somebody that like is a psychologist. You know what I mean? Like seeing her from that side, like having that side, and she worked for herself. Like that was amazing. And then having the younger generation, like 20-year-olds that are entrepreneurs on there as well. That was amazing. Yeah. So weekend was cool.
How was yours, Ryan?
The weekend was pretty smooth. Pretty much chilled. Had a few drinks. Went to a small gathering.
Were you at a mansion?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. I mean, it was a small gathering. I mean, we had a small gather at a mansion. Like it had crumpets.
I mean,
like.
Your name is Don Ryan the Don. Like, whichever way you want it.
It's not that type of Don. Like it was a basic 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like it wasn't nothing, but
on the 25th floor.
Nah, it was like the first floor, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They have 2 floors.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, like just chill, relax, recharged, and got ready for this week. You know what I'm saying? So far, the week's been going all right. Yeah. What about you, P. G.
P. Chilling, vibing. I was out of town. My mom's birthday was this weekend. I was in Miami.
Hey.
Miami lit too. Ain't no COVID in Miami, I think. At least that's how they living.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's how they live. I'm like, it's definitely there. But let's not be mistaken.
They're like, yo, this like the flu.
But the thing is, like Miami, like their mindset for stuff is like totally different. Like when COVID came out, it's like, all right, let me just catch it. Like, let me catch it so I can be immune to it. And like now, like so many people, like I didn't even know I called my grandmother, and she's staying for a lot of that. She was like, oh yeah, like all your aunts and your cousins, like yeah, they done had it already. Like I'm like y'all just out here taking chances, like. I was like, yo, y'all
all lined up to go stand next to the nigga that got it so he can cough on you?
I don't think that's what they're doing, but I'm just saying, like, I just think that just in South Florida, it was such a hotbed, like, they couldn't help but catch it. So I'm just like, everybody, like, and they always, like, literally, like, part of my family is Bahamian. So, like, they, like, when you in that type of culture, they stay together. It don't matter how old you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like it's like they just have a big ass house. It'd be like my cousin, her husband, the kids, like it'd be like my other cousin, somebody else, my other cousin. Like it'd just be like so many people.
I get it,
but it'd be a huge house. You know what I'm saying? But so like everybody catch it. So it's just like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like my two.
Well, if some real crucial stuff pop off, nigga.
Yeah, they in trouble. The game in trouble.
The game in trouble.
Facts. man.
ST, what about you?
Like kind of likewise what Shay said, man. You know, we did the Chastity Taylor Foundation Teen Talk on Saturday. That was really dope. Really enjoyed myself on there. Got to, you know, drop some gems, as they would say. Really just, you know, answering questions and making sure, you know, the kids understood what, you know, where we were coming from. And then Sunday I got in them streets. I was out there doing my Uber Eats and you know, came home after a couple hours, you know what I'm saying? And you know, now we chill, kick back, chilling, and you know, that's pretty much how my weekend went, man. This week has been alright. You know what I mean? It's been a little hectic, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Can't do nothing about that. But we thrive in no matter the situation. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You feel me? Hit an air horn for the. Oh wait, hold up.
One time for the one time.
One time for the one time, real quick. We got to hit him with that air horn real quick, and I'm stalling because I'm sitting here trying to get my damn phone to actually work for me real quick. There it is, sir. There it is. I felt like that was off that first one. You know, I'm sitting here and squeezing my water. And since nobody has hit us up since I've been out here trying to get a water brand, I took the damn label off. You feel me? But slide in my DMs, or you can see it right there on the screen at ST the Great on Twitter, or you can hit me up at RSR_ST on Instagram. You dig? But hit me up so I can stop ripping off water bottles.
Yo, we gotta put hashtag Essentia, hashtag Aquafina in the thing so we can get their attention. You feel me?
Gotta make something happen.
You did.
Yeah, man. I want to, collect a little bag here or there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Outside of what we do, different revenues in different areas. You feel me? Coming from different angles. You dig?
You dig, May? All right, brother, man. Let's jump into this real talk, bro. Get us started, Shays, with this first topic, my boy.
Woo! My boy. Hey, we gotta play that.
Okay, we gonna play. We're gonna play that.
My boy, why are you hating, my guy? So on the first topic, we're talking about Florida and medical marijuana. And the main reason I want to bring this up is just because there's an important court case going on with Florida Grown that's suing the state for the 2017 law that they passed, which is going to be very important because based on what the Supreme Court decides, it's going to kind of determine if the legislation, it's called legislation SB 1958 and HB 1455. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to set the cap for medical marijuana for the THC level to be at 10% and capped at 10%. Across the board for everybody. Nobody can sell nothing over 10%. And then on top of that, it's also something called vertical integration.
Hold on, wait a minute, because we ain't getting past that first little tidbit.
You talking about like
who the fuck gonna get anything on 10%?
Boy, you got to smoke the whole zip to feel anything. Like,
you're gonna have to get some haze. That's the only thing that's gonna get you you feel any type of anything.
What? Like, bro, I need that to make some sort of sense for you. Okay. I'm sorry, I interrupted your story.
No, you good, bro. No, I understand.
Continue along, because
trust me, I've been holding on to this for 2 weeks. I've been holding on to the story for like 2 weeks, bro. I've been wanting to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. So the other major thing is that when so there's something called vertical integration, and vertical integration is where you have to harvest your own you have to harvest your strain, you have to package it, and then you have to do the logistics, and then you have to sell it. And it's very hard for entrepreneurs to do all three. So then you're exiting out a select few of people, right? And then on top of that, there's only 22 companies right now that have businesses in Florida's marijuana business. But the top 2 or top 3 people that have the slot, they're getting certain people are getting government assistance on top of that. And these certain people are avid Trump supporters. And it makes sense because DeSantis is the governor. So when it comes down to this, the reason why it's so crucial is because in 4 years, their marijuana business has made $1.2 billion in 4 years. And they just last year, they improved the economy by adding 15,000 jobs just in Florida. Okay. So Flora Grown is basically suing them to open it up for other entrepreneurs that are not getting the same opportunities that these Trump supporters were getting, as far as actually getting government aid. So if you combine your money that you already have with government money, you're gonna trump out all the other competition because you got way more than everybody. You can buy everything out. So, it's making it unfair, especially. And how many of them are minority owned or minority business owners? Probably not. Probably none of them. I highly doubt that there's any one of them that is like a Native American, a Asian, a African American. Like, I guarantee you that is not one of them. So the marijuana business is basically uneven right now in Florida.
So let me get this right. First, they wanted to make it to where you could only sell Reggie. And then they want you to go out here and there's the only people that's really going to be able to go out here and make money off of this is motherfuckers that already got a shit ton of money.
And then getting help on top of their money.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Deuces.
Got me fucked up. Bro, what the fuck?
Got you smoking dirt.
Nigga out here smoking roots.
Yo, no, you know what they did? They brought back the Arizona. They brought back that Arizona mid. That's what they brought back.
And this is the thing. What's funny is this is what I think.
Popcorn mud.
But what they know is going to happen is that people are going to go back to getting illegal bud,
and that's what was on the report. They're worried because it's going to take people. It's going to actually set the marijuana industry back a couple of years, and then people are going to go back to what they call the black market.
Right. Which is stupid when you got why move backwards?
Why? You should be
like
moving
why
forward.
Move back? Like
you should be.
You already so that's like me being homeless and you be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you steak. I'm gonna just give you steak.
Raw
steak.
Like,
I ain't had
raw
nothing but steak for probably like a good 4 years. And you talking about some, all right, here go a sandwich. What's this?
Here goes some spam.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
Nah, actually 10% would probably be like some meatloaf, at least.
Nah. Hamburger helper.
Hamburger.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, hamburger helper be riding though.
No, okay.
It ain't
You're
steak,
right.
nigga.
You're right.
It ain't steak, nigga.
Jays, you're right. But it's hamburger helper made with Taco Bell meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where we at with this shit right now. You feel me? Like
you talking about a cafeteria meat, bro?
Yeah, bro.
And then this great value hamburger helper. Like, it ain't even the real box.
Like, great value hamburger, the Walmart brand.
Like,
bro,
the Sam's Choice.
Absolutely.
Yo, they are setting back medical marijuana in the state of Florida like so far, bro. And like
not yet.
Well, they trying to.
And
like, but they got 30,000 people already signed a petition. I ain't see the petition yet. I'm gonna go online to see if I can sign it.
My thing is this: I don't understand. What I don't understand is like, how do we not look at states like others,
Colorado.
like Colorado, California, that have it recreation? Hell, even Chicago.
Michigan.
They have it.
I think
like,
Michigan is now.
I think Detroit does too. Like these states
Michigan
are
State,
beginning
like
to
the state
thrive.
of Michigan, I think is recreational.
Yeah, like they beginning to thrive because you can, like, you know, like literally, like I told y'all, like Pete said it too. Like when I went to Denver, it's crazy. Like they literally have the menu and it has two different price. Like it's like, all right, this is the price normal, and this is the price after we hit you with all the tax, like on the second row. You know what I'm saying? And it's like literally like $11 to $12 more. You know what I'm saying? Easily, no matter what it is that you can get something small. You know what I'm saying? But like, you don't think the states
I wonder if
for that? Like
Disney.
that's helping like pay for road. Like that's so much stuff is being paid for with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's Disney.
Oh yeah, bro. Like Disney run Florida, dog. Like
absolutely.
Disney run this bitch.
No, nothing move unless this. Listen,
look, you got to come if we coming from anywhere across the world. In order to get to Florida, you got to fly through to the airport here. Like, so Disney got their first hand. They the first one to get their hands on anybody coming through internationally. You know what I mean?
But that's even more reason for them to do it. Like, because you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I can get my bud, get blown, go get on a roller coaster.
They still
like,
they see, like, companies like Disney, they got a lot of sideways shit going on. But their front view, they want to be this innocent
only family attraction.
They try to make it like, oh, this isn't family attraction if you apply that kind of stuff, you know? I told you I seen it when they was battling against the casino games, you know? You know how, like, blackjack and all those games not legal here in Florida. That shit has a lot to do with Disney, you know? Because, like, a lot of other people want it here. But
what Disney don't understand is, bro, they're gonna go to Disney World during the day and then they're gonna hit the casino at night.
They don't want that. They want you to spend all your bread with them.
Oh, gotcha.
So if there's other options, that means they losing money.
You're conserving bread to go spend it somewhere else,
right.
So we don't
want that. You ain't get the deluxe package because you saved some of that money for the casino. You ain't get this because you was buying tree out here. Like, they don't want nothing. They don't want you to have that option. So it's just like, might as well max out with everything Disney has.
Yeah, I don't got no problem. Well, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
You don't have a problem?
I got a problem with it.
I do.
Nah, just because I'm about to make sure I get a piece of that pie. I figured out a little strategy to get a little piece of that pie. So I'll share it with y'all though. You already know.
Okay, true enough, fair enough. Yo, let's move over to this next one, bro. Because what companies is out here making billions off of COVID, bro?
I know y'all want to hear this one. Okay, so first off, you got two companies that are doing it for profit. Actually, it's three companies: Moderna and Pfizer, which did a joint venture of BioNTech, which is why I don't want to take the shot, but we're not talking about that. So first, let's talk about Moderna. Moderna has only been around for 11 years, and before pre-pandemic, it only had 830 employees. I don't know how much it has now. And before I don't understand how you don't make a profit, but in 11 years, they haven't made a profit until their first profit is going to be after this year, which raises my suspicion. And I think I'm going to do a little research and then bring it up a little bit later because I want to figure out if somebody bought Moderna and then like try to do something underneath them. You feel what I'm saying? Buy them out and then do what we bring our money and then go do something with them, use our connections to get something popping. So after making no profits, they're going to go to they're projected to make in 2021, $18 to $20 billion.
Sorry, run that number again, please.
18 to $20 billion. 0 to 8 from 0, 18 to 20 billion. 2022, 12.2 billion. 2023, 11.4 billion. So in 3 years, they're projected to make $41.6 to $43.6 billion after not making no profits for 11 years.
Dang.
Also, their share price has increased by 372% since the pandemic. Pfizer, BioNTech, for profit. Pfizer was founded in 1849. So far, they made $9.6 billion during the pandemic. They have 80,000 employees, and their share profit, or with the COVID vaccinations, they're split it at 50-50 with BioNTech. BioNTech is a German-based company. Very, very important that people understand that this is a German-based company. BioNTech. 2021 projected to make 15 billion to 30 billion. 2022.
That's a big ass jump, by the way.
Yeah, because it depends on which it depends on what governments, how much they're going to buy from Pfizer and BioNTech, because we're going to talk about two other companies are doing it for nonprofit, and they're going to be able to get it for cheaper, because BioNTech and Pfizer and Moderna are charging $30 per person, $30 per shot. And Johnson & Johnson and the other company we're going to talk about, they're only charging AstraZeneca, they're only charging $10 a shot. That's why they were saying they're just going to take 2 shots, I think. So 2021, 15 to 30 billion, 2022, 8.6 billion, and then 2023, 1.95 billion are projected to make. Total projections anywhere from 25.5 to 40.5 million, or 40.5 billion. My apologies. Pfizer shares have gone up 1.7%, and BioNTech shares have gone up 157% since the pandemic.
To be fair, these numbers are like crazy, but they aren't. It doesn't surprise me. Like, Big Pharma has always made big money. You know what I mean? And when you have a pandemic where, in a situation where everyone needs to take get a shot or whatever the case may be, like, that means everybody needs to get a shot across this globe.
Right. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back to that. Let me just finish what I'm saying. I want to come back to that. Okay. What? Johnson & Johnson is projected to make 10 billion, and AstraZeneca 3 billion. They're both doing it for nonprofit. They said they're not going to do it for profit until after the pandemic is slowed down. So probably next year, they're probably going to charge more, basically.
What you gonna say? I want to know something though. Like, is it okay to profit off of something that's still really in trial? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, all these vaccines are still considered trial runs. Like, they're still in the trial phase, you know? My aunt, a nurse, right? And I just visited her to do a quote on some work she need at her house when I was in South Florida. Mm-hmm. And she get tested twice a week. And she only go in the building 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And she get tested every time she go to work, basically. And she was like, you know, they starting to give the vaccines and stuff. And she's getting mixed reviews from different people. And her cousin's a neurologist who told her some stuff or whatever. And I don't be trying to give, you know, people opinions of different stuff or whatnot. But overall, she said, you know, at the end of the day, it's in trial. Like, and that's like, if you read every single one, every brand is still in a trial phase. And they make you sign. And they make you sign about that. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you're in a trial phase or something, normally, when they're trialing medicine on human people, that's them shits you be seeing on TV where they pay you for that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you got to sign, you're taking a risk, and you get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But these companies are profiting billions, potential billions, probably going to be billions. I think it's going to be billions. But, right, it's going to be billions.
Yeah.
But off of something that they cannot tell you what the effects are on people with this 5 years from now.
Nope.
Because they don't know, because they haven't had enough testing. You know what I'm saying? There's medicines. There's a lot of farm history on medicines that have been FDA approved, put out, you know, rapidly processed through given. They pay doctors when this is obviously vaccine everybody needed for the COVID stuff, okay, whatever. But normally they pay doctors to like hype they shit up, you know what I'm saying? So like, imagine like, that's like saying like, you know, if you own a corner store, Ryan, you own a corner store and you sell Black and Miles and blunts, but I got my leaf and I'm like, hey, you push these, you know what I'm saying? Like I got you on some extra bread. Like you're gonna push these harder than you push the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Not because it's the best, because you getting paid, and that be the kind of
You get
problem
the
of
cut.
that shit. You know, you know what I'm saying. So like, then when you see years later, like be 5 years later, that's what I'm saying. That type stuff, and we brought it up before, like, oh, listen to this, you might have a civil case if you took this between that. Johnson & Johnson had the baby powder shit where like women was getting ovarian cancer and they knew about it, like, you know what I'm saying, from some talc powder in it and like different stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like these companies, like this is not no big deal company breakdown shit when they got to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? So like to me, they going into this not caring about whatever the backlash could be once they make these billions, you know, because we not gonna really know until after they already got that money. You know what I'm saying? Like they already got that money and all these people already got this stuff in their blood, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually that's the same reason why I think right now they can't make it like mandatory for like immunization records or like for schools and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because they not sure like what the effects of this shit could be, you know? So I don't know, man. I hope for the best because, like everybody else, bro, like normalcy will be awesome right now. Like, but at the same time, I don't want to risk for normalcy. I don't want to risk like the unknown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the nigga that's gonna dive into the dark hole and hope there's water at the bottom. Like, I'm not doing it. Like,
nah. I mean, and Essie, to what you were saying earlier, like, and kind of what you saying too, Peach, about you're not surprised people making billions, is what I was saying like a little bit in the past, coming from a financial standpoint. Every 10 to 15 years, there's something that resets the market. And last time, the last recession that we had, there were people that was making billions of dollars betting against the market, and other people in certain industries that was making billions off of the market crashing and stuff like that. And this time you have a different industry or whatever, and there's other industries as well that are making billions off of death right now, you know. And before COVID actually ran out and went rampant, there was a meeting of world leaders all in one location, and Bill Gates was there. And it's just so funny how after this conference, there's COVID or whatever, and I don't. That's why I want to find out who was at this conference, and then I also want to find out if they have any ownership in any of these companies as a silent. We're probably never going to be able to find out certain information, especially if you're a silent partner and things of that nature. But if and come to find out, I did a little research and I was looking at the Joe Rogan podcast, and there's this scientist where there's scientists that have come together that the same thing they did with like the World Trade Centers. They're trying to find out if there's scientific proof about what you're saying. And they've already found lies in what China was reporting on the Wuhan and how it went into bats and everything like that, because they were saying, well, there were no bats at that time. The bats were not around during that time. And the dude said he was actually in Wuhan, like, and he knew that China was lying because what they were talking about was not even in the market at that time. So there was nobody there. Oh, so how you said it spread, you were lying. And then they're saying that China has been withholding information from the World Health Organization. And it's funny how the World Health Organization was basically like, they were basically feeding into the narrative that China was giving, and they was giving misinformation because China has a lot of money and China's a big supporter of the WHO. So we already know that this stuff is made in labs. You already know this stuff is made in labs and stuff like that. And it got out with one of their test subjects, or it got out through a scientist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't think that it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake, because if you was already talking about a recession a year before a recession comes, then something happens that forces the world into a recession. And then you got companies making billions. And then you got investors chomping at the bit, waiting for these foreclosures to come out. And there's about to be a real estate bubble, probably boom. There was already a refinance and a mortgage bubble. Now you about to have an investor bubble with these foreclosures and short sales and tax liens that's about to come out. There's already certain foreclosures that are allowed, but there's a lot of them being held back. So, ST, I'm saying this like, well, what you were saying, bro. That's why I don't want to take that vaccine, bro. This joint was orchestrated. and especially with Bill Gates signing that patent, March 24th, 2020, signed the patent to use body activity data for cryptocurrency. And a lot of doctors and stuff are saying, I know you don't want to say, Peach, like what people are saying, like what's in the, like people's opinions and everything, but I will say what I heard. And I heard it from a doctor's mouth say that there's toxic metal materials in this COVID vaccinations. I don't know what the toxic metal materials are. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not taking this stuff, bro. Like I'm not like you. And there's word out there that they're going to make it to where pretty soon, if you don't have the COVID vaccine, you're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Let's look into China's 2049 plan that they're talking about. I want to bring that up on the pod a little bit later. China has a 2049 plan, and China pretty much, they're saying already, has bought Africa. Like China almost basically owns Africa. Yeah, bro. What are they setting up, bro? So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't fall deep into the conspiracy land, and unfortunately, a lot of the information that you passed along
is conspiracy.
And I don't fall down those traps, because there's no way to prove evidence of said conspiracy.
The government ain't even gonna let that leak.
Like there's no, and like what I can't do is wrap my brain around something that I can't prove, because
the government, the United States government, also was an investor into the Chinese laboratory that was conducting the COVID, whatever the COVID vaccine was released from or said to. The United States is an investor into that laboratory. So
not the vaccine, he mean the disease.
The disease, like not the vaccination.
No, I know exactly what he's referring to, and that can be the case. But there are people that invest money in things. Now, I'm doing this in a very vague and generic way, but there are people that invest money in things that don't have any say so in what happens in what they're investing in. You see what I'm saying? So like, sure, yeah, you can that could be a loose tie to it, but that ain't something that I can just definitively say, okay, well, they were obviously funding this disease to be because then why is it a global pandemic then?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I agree with you on the,
because it's not just an American
trapped into the conspiracy theories, but like at the same time, with just seeing how history goes, and sometimes things that were conspiracy theories come into actually being a lot close to the truth of what happened. I don't like to count them out either. You know what I'm saying? So I'll
bring up one. I'll bring up one that everybody said was a conspiracy theory, was the 9/11, the trade centers and whatever. Busta Rhymes put that art on his album in 98, 99, I believe. And then he was talking about stuff, not necessarily the trade center, but he was talking about stuff that was going to happen during his raps and everything. And there were people and scientists that were talking about something was about to pop off. And then when something pop off, then they don't want to bring up that they were talking about that stuff before. But it's not just about what happened. It's about the effects and the laws and stuff that are put into place after these things happen. So point in case, the 9/11 thing, well, as a result of that, then you have the Patriot Act that's passed. And then that gave the government the right to basically spy on us. And Eric Snowden has proven that the Fed spent $52 billion of taxpayers' dollars. And he even said that he was in a room, like they have a separate location. He's in a room and he's seeing everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the Feds have a room where all your stuff, all the stuff that's in the cloud, all our conversations, all this stuff, all that stuff, everybody has their own profile. You know what I'm saying? So it's a conspiracy until somebody, I guess it's a conspiracy until we have further evidence, and I back you on that, and I feel you on that. So I will be doing my research.
Yeah, the 9/11 thing, man, like obviously a terrible scenario that happened there. Bro, I've seen like 17 different conspiracy conclusions or conspiracy theories on just that one alone. Like at some point we got to be like, okay, which one of y'all think y'all right? Because they all think they right, but which one of y'all know y'all right? How about
I don't know which one right, but scientists have come together. It was scientists, engineers, and chemists or whatever came together, and I think it was in Canada after the 9/11 thing, and they come together and they concluded that there's no way, with the way that the plane hit and the temperature of the plane, that it could have melted those things. It wasn't hot enough to melt those things, and for the building to fall the way that it did. So they're saying that something else had to go off, which is where I believe I need to go check the footage again. There was an explosion.
Instead of an explosion before the plane even hit.
So
I seen the footage of that one too. I seen the footage of when there's a spark right before. Like I seen all of that. Like I'll entertain them, but I don't. That's as far as I'll go. Is I'll just entertain them. I can't let conspiracy theory dictate how my mind works, and like I would much rather just think it through thoroughly myself. I think that's more along the lines of what I'm trying to get at there. But what else we got on this on this vaccine story though, brother?
that was it.
Oh, okay. Oh, true. Well,
Just wanted to go over the figures.
Let's talk a little good news then, man. Not good news, but like more uplifting news.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. We had it's been a 1 year anniversary of it. They had a march for justice for Breonna Taylor, and her mom was out there during this march. And tell us a little bit more about that, Shades.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's pretty basic and simple. It was hundreds of people around her, and they were all yelling for justice, for the charges to be the proper charges to be brought against these people, because what these people fail to realize is they think they're out of the water, and a civil rights lawsuit can be filed against them in federal, like they can draw up a case with the federal court and have a civil suit be brought up against these police officers for the bullets that actually hit Breonna Taylor, since they have been absolved for the bullets that missed her. So they haven't been charged for the bullet that actually hit her. So there's still a civil suit that, or a civil rights lawsuit that can be filed against the city.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, me personally, I just think it was good that, you know, it was reportedly peaceful. Wasn't anything crazy that happened there.
All different types of people was out there.
Indeed, and that was a beautiful sight. I seen some pictures of it, but man, it was it's just good. You know, we got a variety of people, you know, of different ethnicities out there, you know, joining the march for justice and stuff like that. So that's good, man. It's good to see that we have allies. You know what I'm saying? Allies on our side on this one. How y'all feeling about that, though, Peach, Ryan? Oh wait,
I definitely agree. I mean, I feel like, you know, it's definitely much needed, especially in like when you turn on your TV, and a lot of the times as people of color, we see, you know, a lot of hate thrown our way. So it is definitely uplifting to see, you know, a diverse group of people, not just, you know, us supporting our people, but, you know, Latinos, Asians, you know, Caucasian, whatever, European, you know, actually understanding that what happened wasn't okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you can sit here and feel like, you know, well, you know, the situation sucks, but it just wasn't me. It could be you. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't you that time. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't your day. It could be you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. So until, you know what I'm saying, you address it, I mean, we're all at risk. So we have to treat it as such. So I definitely think it's good that, you know, it was definitely a good turnout, and a good thing that, you know, we were able to get that accomplished. About you, Peach?
Yeah, I know this stuff always trigger me a little bit. You know why? Because the fact that it has to be done. There should have been justice served for what actually happened, to the point where we don't need to be coming back on the year anniversary because we're still upset that justice hasn't been served. Like, I respect the peaceful protests and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's not that. But it shouldn't have to exist. Is my stance a lot of the time. Like the reason that it exists is the corruption and the fuckery, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if we would have got justice, this wouldn't be going on right now, you know? And we continually have to have things like this because the justice is never served the proper way. You know, it's always some, oh, we'll charge you for the bullets that missed. Like, all right, when y'all charging real niggas with that? Oh, just charge me for the ones that missed, homie, bro. I ain't with the ones that hit him. That really wasn't my fault. Like, what? When you look at these cases on these cops versus cases on normal people, which the cops should be treated the same way as any other criminal or potential criminal being tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at the differences in the excuses and stuff they say, like, that shit never flies with regular people. Even the rich have trouble with some of this shit. These boys get off with it.
Like, if you ever get time, like, I don't know if y'all ever watched that show For Life, but like that show, it just shows you like even when, because it's the show that 50 actually, you know, had a hand in helping them produce. I think it come on like ABC or something like that. But it's a true story. It's based off a dude that got sent to jail, and while he was in jail, he ended up teaching himself law. You know what I'm saying? He ended up becoming a lawyer in jail and trying people that were thrown in jail's cases and getting them overturned until they allowed him to try his own case and get thrown. And so like even when he got out, and like the episode I just recently seen actually kind of speaks to that, which actually jogged my memory. Father was taking he went to pick his son up from an actual, like he had a friend that stayed in a very, you know, wealthy neighborhood. So he drove past and a cop saw him or whatever. He was on the phone with his wife, or his son had his phone, was looking at elephants. So the cop pulls him over, was like, yo, what's going on? He was just like, I'm just picking my son up. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, can you step out? He was like, well, I need to see your ID. He gave him the ID. He was like, well, can you step out of the car? He was like, well, what did I do? He was like, you ran a stop sign. And he was like, I mean, sir, I didn't run a stop sign. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you heard what I said, just get out of the car. So he gets out of the car, and mind you, it's two officers. You know what I'm saying? So the other officer sees the son in the seat. He was like, get out of the car. And the son like is trying to like get the phone. And the other officer draws a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, what are you reaching for? He was like, he's just putting the phone down. You asked him to get out of the car. That's my son. You know what I'm saying? He's not. So he was like, just give me a second. He was like, I'll help him get out of the car. So he reached in the car to try to help us out of the car. The cop shoots him in the back. You know what I'm saying? So son right there and everything. So he was like, you reached in the car. I didn't know what you was reaching for. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, but the guy ended up dying. So the guy that got out of prison ends up trying the case. And literally, like, it didn't matter. Like, they had all the evidence. They had all this corruption where they had a video where the other cop went into the bodega, asked for the actual flash drive of the film, like everything, like complete corruption. And was just like, yeah, all the dudes like, I plead the fifth. And they was like, well, he's not going to get manslaughter. We're going to give him a lesser. I'm like, bro, how? Like, you see him, he tried to destroy evidence. Like, anybody else, you're throwing them under the jail, bro. Like, what do you mean?
They're
like,
too protected, bro.
And like he was just so disgusted. He was like, and the family, like they ended up, like the judge ended up saying, like, I'm gonna give you like the maximum penalty for the lesser charge. And like it still ended up being like 15 years or something. He was like, I'm gonna lose my pension. And like the dude was still like so upset. And the mother was like, I appreciate you. You did your job. He was like, justice still was not served yet. Like, and it's sad that they're so like, bro, like anybody else, like, bro, you went into the bodega where the film was, like, and asked for the flash drive. They showed it to you, and you was like, I don't recall doing that. How? You on the tape? Like, nah. Oh, he's not gonna get
real. Like,
he's not gonna get the manslaughter charge. Like,
yeah, that shit's real. Like Shay's just said, they too protected, bro. Too protected. Yeah. And to me, it relates to like. All right, I'm from New York, right? I grew up around gangs and shit, right? So, like, if you got a gang in the area or a neighborhood or something, you know, and you the little brother to one of the big niggas that's like a OG, like a well-respected gang affiliate of his area, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas be on that shit. Like, they be too protected. They could do anything, make any mistake, and they don't have no consequences, you know what I'm saying? Or minor consequences at most, because that's Big G brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't fuck with Big G, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's how the cops be. Like, it be like, all right, you know, all right, we know he did this, but that's police, nigga. Like, you know, and it's like, what? Like, when they got to be all this? And it's like, if you know that, if you Lil G and Big G your brother, you walk around with a immunity to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a feeling of that, you know, like no respect for what normal rules are in place that we got to walk around and respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't come around here acting like da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But you can, because you don't got to face the same consequences. You know what I'm saying? And you know that. So it makes you act that way. Abuse it even. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. It probably was put in place for like lesser shit, but it got abused. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably was originally put in place. No, I'm lying. They probably put it in place for that shit.
And it's crazy because like when it was all said and done, they even said like bro didn't even do anything wrong. He didn't run a stoplight. There was nothing like he just literally like y'all literally just pulled him over because he was black in a nice neighborhood and killed him in front of his son.
Bro, that shit be hurting my soul, man. Like, it's like I hate stories like this. Like, how many times do we have to hear like these exact type of stories, and we try to explain to people that, you know, this shit be going on, and then you have people pretend like they have no clue what the fuck you talking about. Like, that'd be the most frustrating part, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I don't have no words, bro. Because you already know how I feel about it. They got way too much power.
Yep. I mean, and then we got to follow this up with the George Floyd family getting paid $27 million in a civil suit, you know, ahead of the officer's trial. They did approve it to be a third degree, which first of all, how y'all feel about them approving the charges to be third degree murder?
Well, it's second degree. They added third degree and it's manslaughter.
Okay. So how y'all feel about that?
I think it's good because I think he's going to at least get something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's not second degree, it should be third degree. It should be second degree. In my opinion, I feel like it should be first degree.
Right.
Because first degree is premeditated. Y'all group together, and then after the group is done, two people holding on his legs, and then you're kneeling on his neck. That's premeditated murder. Yeah. That's first degree. So I think it should be first degree, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It should be first degree, second degree, third degree if y'all want to do it like that.
Yeah, so I think them putting it at third degree confirms that he's going to get something. You know, like he's going at bare minimum, he's getting that third degree. I just wish they can at least bump it up to that second degree, bro.
I was just about to say, like, would niggas be happy if he got third degree? Like, there's programs for that shit. Like, you could get third degree and be out in like less than a decade type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when you do something like that, bro, your time got to be more than a decade, bro. I know niggas personally that have spent over 10 years in jail for way lesser shit. For shit that you will still leave them with your kids over. Like, that's what you went to jail for that long, yo? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this can, like, get that kind of time or less? That's ridiculous to me, man. They got to fix that system, son.
Yeah.
They got to fix the system, and it shouldn't be so drastic. Like, the definitions of these, like, you know how in football, when the rule is bad, they change that shit in the offseason? We need to change some of these definitions. Because if the first degree, second degree, and third degree is getting disagreed on all these many times in these cases and shit. Like, we need to change the re-evaluate the definitions of these stuff. You know,
and you getting less time for cocaine. I mean, you getting less time than having cocaine. Like,
oh, bro, there's an abundance of drugs that'll get you more time. Meth and all these stuff, like way more time. Ecstasy, more time. Shit, I think at one time they was giving manslaughter charges per pill of ecstasy. Per pill.
Wow, bro.
I don't know if it's still like that, but
the reason why I think is super important because it's only 2 weeks into the trial. I think today they got 9. They have 9 jurors that they selected now, but of the 7 that were confirmed, 5 of them are Caucasian Americans. 1 is multiracial, 1 is Hispanic, and 2 are African American. And 7 of the jurors are in their 20s or 30s, and 2 are in their 50s. Opening statements are set to start March 29th. And the reason why we're bringing this up is because the fam got $27 million right before, I think it was released yesterday that the fam got $27 million, which is the most that any person has gotten against a city in a civil suit case. So $27 million to the family. And
where does that money come from, Shades? When they pay, what money they paying with?
Taxpayers' money. And then
they don't care. It's not even theirs. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if I was gonna do something that was in the long run gonna lead to the people that I did it to paying for the mistake that was made, how much do I really give a fuck? It's all PR at that point, right?
Yep.
It's all how you looking at me. Hey, we gave them 27 mil of their own money. Like, that's how they be in the back office, bro. It gotta be, bro. It gotta be. And then guess what? Raise taxes. Watch. They got some higher taxes on some shit next year and shit to make that bread back, because it was budgeted for something else originally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and now the defense is trying to get the trial pushed back because they're saying that this story is going to have an effect on the jurors.
Bro,
and the judges.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Which one of them fucking jurors ain't see that video?
Right.
Which one of them? None of the 20 to 30s.
Not a nan, nada.
Your best bet is
not a nan, nada. Don't nobody say that nan, nada. Like you say,
like you said that. Where my powder?
Where's my powder?
But yo,
now let it fly.
Oh man, but yo, you can't. That shit is just crazy, son.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Real talk. That's real talk right there.
That's real talk right there for you, man. Let's get about this real talk, man.
Let's get it. I need to get it.
Jesus.
It's too real. It's too
real. Too damn real.
All right, y'all boys. Let's slide over there, man. Huh?
Shit.
Y'all know what it is, man. Huh?
No shit.
Because it's time for barbershop talk, baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man, huh?
You had a tail on the horn, all right?
You rocking with the realest, huh?
No stars.
Still stars. Still stars.
Still stars.
Yo, shout out.
Hold up,
Peach. Hold up. We gonna get to that in just a second because first things first. Today is Happy Austin 316 Day. I know what it is, man, huh? That boy LeBron showed up to the game today with this Austin 316 customized shirt. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. Hey,
God damn it.
All right, Pete, what you was
gotta
talking
say
about, dog?
hell yeah.
I did see that that it was Austin 316 day too. That was fire. That shirt, that LeBron shirt was fire too.
For real.
What I was gonna say is that introduction into barbershop talk was fire, but y'all gotta remember I'm sitting outside, so that realistic ass gunshot that I had to check myself for.
Nigga, like, oh. Nigga, that's ketchup.
I couldn't even enjoy all that, baby, because I'm over here like, is it me?
Is it because I got a bandana shirt on? What's going on? Yo.
I just was talking about the gangbanging and shit they found.
Now, what's that you claiming?
This shit ain't even released yet. What you? How y'all know?
How y'all know?
Yeah, I just said they was listening to all our shit. They watching this live.
Yo. Yo, man. Hey, let's get started, man, because you know what time it is, man. It is NFL free agency season.
Woo!
The best
Man, oh,
time
man,
of
oh,
the
man.
year.
We was going to start off this thing by talking to y'all about how the Bears were trying to make a play for Russell Wilson. They done went out and stupidly did a Bears-like move by going and signing Andy Dalton. Andy fucking Dalton. And now the Seahawks are saying they are not interested in trading Russell Wilson.
Well, when they were interested in going for that with Russell Wilson, Colin Cowherd was the first analyst to like break the news. And they were saying that they were going to, of course you can't do this, but they were going to throw 5 first-round picks into the mix. But you can't do that because you can only go 4 years into the future. So I guess their deal included four first-round picks, maybe like 1 second or 1 2 twos or something like that, and maybe a player. But apparently they were going to throw at least 4 first-round picks at Seattle for Russell Wilson.
That's at Seattle for life if they would have did it, though.
Bro, I mean, obviously, you talking about throwing out that. I mean, that's like, I mean, it's not as bad as this, but that's almost like when the Saints and Mike Ditka decided they wanted to just go ahead and give up their whole draft for Ricky Williams.
Yeah, that dang near about the same.
Bruh, they gave up their whole draft so they can get Ricky. And then Ricky wasn't even Ricky until he got to Miami.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Well, I mean, he was kind of Ricky a little bit.
No, a little bit, but he was like, I'm talking about, because he was one, like, he was obviously came in the league and he was dope. But at the same time, I'm saying, like, he got better as his career went along.
As a Jets fan, I know how good he was for Miami.
Came in the league, 1,000 yards.
Nigga wanted Ricky to go smoke weed more often.
He had an interview with Shannon Sharp.
A word?
That. Yeah. Talked about all of that.
Yeah, how he had to come back to try to make some of that money back that he owed. That shit sucked, bro. I hated that for him.
But he's an astrologist now. He's like an astrologist. He had like his own podcast or something like that now, but he's like an astrologist and he like is really deep into the astrology thing and how it's helped him maintain his focus because he has deep roots in Christianity as well. Okay. So he was going through all that. Dude. Yeah, he was always going. He sounded like a Cali boy though. Yeah. He definitely a Cali boy. He sounded like Gerard.
So what y'all thinking about these free agent moves so far?
Well, the first thing that's kind of a note, man, of note is like Allen Robinson said he ain't signing no damn franchise tag, bro.
Tag a trade
in the immediate future. I ain't signing
tag a trade.
I ain't signing it.
Tag and trade.
18 million on the table, not me.
What you gonna do?
I mean, his contract, like they're
Not play.
projecting if he actually was to sign one, he's looking at like projected to get like 20 to 22 mil.
He should be getting 22
annually.
He should be getting 22.
Yeah, 20 to 22.
Here's why, Peach. Here's why. Over the past 2 years. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. This for you, buddy.
He said he wanted that smoke, Peach.
Hey, I'm coming to you with this. In the past 2 years, there's only been 2 receivers that's had more receiving yards than Allen Robinson. DeAndre Hopkins and Stephon Diggs. In the past 2 years, he's had 2,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's with the fluky quarterbacks. So I was going to ask,
what have both of those guys done that he's never done?
Crickets.
Not really sure.
What is it, Peach?
Win a playoff game?
That's a team's.
How you gonna hold that against the receiver?
That's who need to win it for us sometimes, brother.
You can't win without a quarterback. You got to have somebody to throw you the ball.
Okay.
He said, Mitch, I'm not a bitch Trubisky.
So, hey, SC, I was going to bring you a ninja question the other day. Would you take Allen Robinson or Amari Cooper?
It's Cooper for me.
Okay. Ryan, Allen Robinson or Amari?
I'm going to say Amari, but the only reason is because of the direction that the NFL is going now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pete, you taking Amari?
All day. Amari's actually an underrated receiver in this league for real.
Which is kind of crazy for how.
Which is weird, right?
Yeah, he's like underrated and rated properly at the same time, but it's weird.
He came into the league as one of the league's best route runners. That's crazy. He came into the league as that. And didn't disappoint. Like,
because I'm not knocking.
He hasn't disappointed.
As far as coming in the league as one of the best route runners, he's still one of the best route runners in the league. He ain't disappointed. He got a decent career. He got injuries. Outside of injuries, he ain't never been like a dud out there.
Okay. No, I think that I'm not knocking Allen Robinson because I absolutely.
I don't know why Shay's gonna come up off that take.
No, I'm not. I just want to know y'all opinion because
he balled on the Raiders and the Cowboys though. That's why I'm saying that. Like outside of injury, when he on the field, he be balling.
Okay.
I concur. For the majority of his career, he's been a baller.
Okay. Next take. Let's talk about y'all boy.
Ooh. Sammy D. Hey, man, you got 8 teams that have called the Jets about the Sam Darnold trade.
I don't believe the shit. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't believe that shit. Ain't no way 8 people calling and we ain't got rid of this ghost seeing ass nigga yet. That shit's some bullshit. I can tell y'all that shit right now. They called about Sam Darnold like this. They called like this. They was like, y'all coming up off Quinnen or that pick? Nah. How much Sam Darnold? All right.
So this is why though, Peach. Reportedly, they are split in the organization between what they want to do. So they're like Joe Douglas and the coaching staff is split. Like Joe Douglas feels like apparently this isn't like I don't have no facts, but this is a report that came out. Joe Douglas feels like for him as a GM, he didn't draft Darnold. So he feels like he's not married to Darnold. He wants to start fresh. But Salah and the offensive coordinator was like, Darnold wasn't used properly. He has the tools to thrive in our offense. He just needs the weapons. So, like, right now, this is the worst time I feel for this to be going on because it's prime free agency time. While y'all sitting here not deciding or undecided about what y'all want to do about his future, people getting signed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's not what y'all trying to do, though.
I think it's set up for what ST said. ST said a couple pods ago, don't be surprised if you see this big time trade on draft day.
That's what
shit
I was
like
going
that.
for.
Shit like that make me think like that more of a possibility, especially with like, you know, certain moves and certain people being holding on to and not talked about like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like what you're saying right now with them saying that they don't know for sure if they want to go this way or that way. It's
that leaves
two
the door
totally
open.
different ways the draft go based on that decision. Like the draft goes nothing similar based on that decision. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, like it's crazy for them to be at this point and not know. But I think that's some smoke to that shit. I think they just waiting to trade him. You know what I'm saying?
Most recent report that because I looked at something, I wanted to make sure because you know how stuff be coming out like right before the pod and everything. So the most recent report, which was released a day ago, said that the Jets are saying that they're not going to make a decision on Sam Darnold as a collective unit until after they evaluate all the quarterbacks in the draft.
And a couple of them have
based on what I saw from Trey Lance.
Trey Lance throwing dimes.
I think Trey better than this dude
Zach Wilson.
I think like as far as arm talent, like looking at the arm and everything, like
he got some zip.
Like absolutely. The boy got
to be honest,
and he big.
Always like Trey better than Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is the Blake Bortles hype to me.
He said the Blake Bortles hype.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking Justin Fields over what's his name? Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Like
I think
his name ain't ringing. I don't really see him being wherever he's starting at in a couple
But just keep in mind that this Deshaun Watson, like the waters have cooled on him. Don't sleep. Like you ain't heard.
Wait till draft night.
That's what I'm saying. It's been real quiet.
Yep. That's how you know something about to go down.
I'll take him as a Jet. I'm just
absolutely.
Saying.
You better take him
ST made a good point, right? When I'm like, he was like, if we was to get like Watson, I forgot who he was talking about, but like Watson and
Juju,
Galladay or something like that. Yeah.
You gotta think Juju, Galladay, and Will Fuller are still available.
Mm-hmm.
If we was to get like Watson and some, he was like, yo, think how many picks you could pick and not draft that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how many because I could give you like last decade. That's the only thing. Like, that's the only reason I think that they like, yo, let's keep Darnold, because what that could do for helping build the team is crazy, you know. Yeah. But getting rid of him, what it could do for upgrading our offense.
But see, this is what I say about that. So if you get if you somehow land Deshaun and you also sign like Juju or Galladay, I don't give a damn what kind of draft or what kind of scouting you've done throughout the draft. The likelihood of you landing two motherfuckers like that with those picks that you would have had to give away, slim to none. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
We don't draft well.
And if you already feel that way about it, then you go ahead and make that trade. If y'all don't draft well, then fuck it. Take some of these picks and give me the guaranteed quarterback receiver combination. You know what I'm saying? And then add in a Corey Davis who we didn't even know about that when we talked about that yesterday, Pete. You know what I'm saying? You get Galladay, Corey Davis, Deshaun. Fuck the rest of them damn picks. Like, because you were never going to be able to draft those players. More than likely, you're not going to get that kind of production.
With Crowder in the slot.
I seen like Galladay been getting disrespected out here on this free agency market too. Like they saying like people saying like they only want him at a certain price, and I guess what his agent seems to be asking for is above that.
Because he wants to get top wide receiver money. Mm-hmm. But he hasn't played like a full season really, I don't think, ever.
Yeah.
That's good, because that means he's gonna get one of those 2-year play option type deals.
Yep. And the Jets are good for that. We'll give your ass a 2-year deal.
You're like, that's our signature contract. What you mean?
I mean, that's probably better for him anyway.
If he stays healthy, it's better.
Yeah.
If not, then it's never better. You always want that bread.
I mean, that's gambling on on yourself and see if you cash in. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it anyway.
No, this year is one of the biggest years we gonna see on that because already a lot of people are gambling on themselves already, and then due to people wanting to create cap space and stuff, it's people that's gonna get cut that's gonna have to gamble on themselves to try to see some bread too.
Yep.
But speaking about y'all boys with the Jets, Richard Sherman linked to y'all. You take Sherman?
I know he'll take Sherman for sure. I'll take him in a mentor role.
That's what I'm saying. Because
of course Richard Sherman would take Richard Sherman. Duh. You see him down there? Look at him.
Nah. I'll take him because
give us a scoop, Sherman.
Since Revis and Crow left, not one corner has developed. Buster Screen was good in the slot, the nickel, whatever, but when they started to try to play him not as a nickel, that wasn't for him.
Can I say something about Buster Screen? I am so disappointed that I've never seen him bust a screen, play wide open. You know what I mean? Like your name is designed for this, nigga. Do it. That's all I'm asking you to do.
Like that dude from who was Seattle playing? The Rams when he busted that one up for a DK, ran that bit back.
Oh, and got hawked.
Nah, he scored. I thought he scored. No, not Buda Baker.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Remember when DK was like having a little temper tantrum a little bit, and then like the next drive they went out there and threw him a screen, and then dude just
deuced it. Yeah, facts. So yeah, y'all taking Sherman though? Both of y'all good.
Not as my top corner, but I'll definitely take him in that room.
I want Pat.
Honestly, though, he's linked to the Cowboys and the Raiders too, bro. I see him going to the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders seem like a good fit for him.
Keep him out in Cali. He's a Cali boy.
Yep.
Settled out there. It'll be hard not to choose that one.
Mm-hmm. Y'all want to talk about Brees retiring, yo?
The Raiders in Las Vegas now. What I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, we right. You right. I'm still
it's still West Coast.
It's
still West Coast.
It's still close enough. Damn.
Thank you, Pete, for catching that because we all was like, "Yup," you know.
Right in Oakland.
The homies listening in like, "Do you listen to these dumbass motherfuckers? None of them know that they ain't in Cali no more. The hell, you know." Shout out to Peach using big brain. Yo, but y'all want to talk about Breezy retiring?
Man, I kind of figured that was gonna happen anyway.
Man, Drip Bayless was disrespecting this man.
What was he?
Yeah, he was
First
disrespecting him.
He
kept bringing up Brady, bro. Why you bringing up Brady talking about Brees?
At the end of the day, Drew Brees threw that duty rock with his old ass, and you got to know that. You got to know that boy gonna carve you up, boy. You got to know that. And I honestly, on the same like level of that, what kind of still is mind-boggling to me, they went and did the exact same thing that they said they wasn't gonna do. Like they was gonna. At least I assumed they was gonna make a decision on who would run the team, but didn't they just re-sign both Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill?
And said it's gonna be a quarterback competition going into this year.
Bro, the competition was supposed to be going on while Brees was still the quarterback, so y'all can make this decision. I
kind of think they thought Brees was coming back though. I thought he was coming back. He posting workout videos.
I look at it this way, man, because I seen the disrespect with on Brees, and this is the one thing I'll say about Brees. When he won the Super Bowl, he had to go through Favre and Peyton to win that bit. Favre and Peyton,
those are two GOATs.
Let's be real. There's probably no quarterback that I will argue for got like should have another ring or two that didn't actually get it, because I don't normally be like, oh, the ref calls or this, but like My man's got like 3 division championship game referee controversial calls, like crazy. Like every time though, like so like I don't know, man. And
I disagreed with you until you said that. You got it with that. I forgot about that. Because I was about to say Aaron Rodgers, but nah, you got it.
Nah, he had more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you
It's
got it with that.
crazy how many the Saints have gotten the shit into the stick.
To back.
Every time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and every time it got worse.
Like the call was worse.
How can we screw him over better this time? You know what I mean? Like,
yo, how can we make
What?
it more obvious that we don't want this man to get a chance at another ring?
Them niggas got paid on that pass interference, bro. There ain't no way you don't call that. I'm sorry. Like,
bro,
you hit me, man. Like,
laid him out
on slow mo.
The ball ain't even there, bro. Like,
man, laid him out.
The ball lands 2 yards ahead of the dude. Nah, you got me on that. So let me ask y'all a ninja question real quick. I mean, because the disrespect that I was hearing was like they don't have Brees as like in the GOAT talk.
Who don't?
Like analysts.
Yeah,
how?
Max Kellerman was out here popping off at the mouth about that too.
Max
They're not gonna have him in the GOAT talk.
And he said because
he won a Super Bowl.
Their flimsy ass thing that they say is because he was never considered the best quarterback, and I'm like, yeah, because he's playing in the division. Oh, he's playing in an era with the best quarterback of all time.
Stat-wise, Brees been top 5. What are you talking about? Peyton, Tom, Brady, Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers,
and he was always up there with them
every time, top 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
That's what I'm saying. He's a top 5 quarterback every year.
Okay, so that brings me to this.
The pretty boy, he been getting.
So that brings me to this. They may not be able to say he's the GOAT. He may not ever get the GOAT status, but you can't never say he's not the most accurate quarterback of all time. Like that's kind of point blank.
Period. Hold on.
Bro spent 10 years.
10 years,
most accurate quarterback of all time.
Bro spent the last 10 years completing over 70% of his passes.
Yeah, I guess
10 straight years,
and it got higher.
Yeah,
I mean, he was dunking and dunking.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, but you think about like actual like accuracy, like with that percent. Peyton wasn't no hoe. Peyton wasn't no hoe.
You know how you know Peyton was accurate? If y'all remember playing Madden back in the day when they had the
vision,
that nigga saw the whole field.
Bro, you'll have Mike Vick. Mike Vick could see like 5 yards wide to the end zone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You had Peyton Manning, you ain't even have to turn your head. Like Peyton Manning he see the field like looking any direction. Like
you can argue Peyton Manning, but as far as the records go,
as far as numbers, I can see Drew Brees, but like my eye test
he beat an archer in a freaking competition with a foot. Like the archer who had the archer win at targets, and he went at target. He was more accurate than an archer.
That's kind of tough. That's kind of tough right there. That's kind of tough right there.
I remember when they changed the Pro Bowl to that like skills competition that one time. He was showing out there.
Yeah, it was.
He was showing out.
But I mean, I'm not knocking him by all means. I already think he should definitely be in the actual conversation.
So is he in the top 5? Would y'all put him in your top 5?
See, you know what's
top 10
quarterbacks of all time?
Of all time.
This is getting tough. This is getting tough.
But he'll be top 10.
You can't knock out people right. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
not for Drew.
He might be in my top 5.
Pete, check this out.
Top 10 for sure. He might be in my top 5.
He might not be in your top 5 when you really think
Ninja Tape. You taking Drew Brees or Dan Marino?
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes these things hard. Like, who you knocking out, bro? You gotta knock out Joe. You got Tom. You got who you gonna knock out? Peyton.
Yeah, Brees might be sick.
And then if you talk to the OGs, it's people that we already not respecting.
Steve Young.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll take Brees over Steve.
Like Greasy and all these, they be going hard for something.
I don't know. Steve Young was a gangster, bro.
I take Steve over
Brees. Give me Steve, bro.
No, I'm taking Breezy.
Steve Young was a gangster, bro.
I know he was.
Like
certified gangster. And he had legs.
Steve Young going to get 8 head first, nigga. Fuck that.
And he got legs. And he got legs. Like
that's what I'm saying. He going to get it head first. Like bump that.
I'm taking Jim Kelly over Steve.
People can say Roger Staubach. You can say
that's what
Randall
I'm saying.
Cunningham. You can say, you can
not
say
Randall Cunningham over Brees.
It depends on what your offense.
By bias alone, like I'm automatically taking Jim Kelly over a lot of people. You swag.
Yeah, I feel you. I didn't even think about that, but I will take. But yeah, I feel y'all though. That's a hard question.
It's tough. It's getting tough because the more of these quarterbacks that retire, the more oversaturated the past GOATs is looking. Like Tom Brady gonna retire soon, and then it's gonna be another somebody got to drop.
The fact that we did the top 5 just now, bro, we got to bring that up like soon. We got to bring that up soon. I want to hear y'all top 5 quarterbacks of all time, bro. Because when I just went through I was like, dang, if I say that on pod, these niggas gonna shoot my.
No, go ahead and say
I'll
it, bro.
I'll wait.
Go ahead.
Give them a little preview. You know what I'm saying, cuz? Go ahead and give them a little preview, dog. You know what I'm saying? No, huh?
Come again?
Do you have a toilet flushing?
Right.
Man, I got
somebody
this.
call me.
I got that for him. You know what I mean? That's what I got for him.
I will tell you this. I was debating where am I putting Aaron Rodgers and Dan Marino because A-Rod is on my list.
A-Rod is not gonna make it top 5 when you really break it down.
No, A-Rod's gonna make my top 5.
A-Rod is making my top 5.
I don't know. He
was Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. When I really think about all the great quarterbacks,
then I guess it's depending on what you breaking down.
What you want, what you want as your quarterback.
What matters more, style or
I'm thinking about everything.
This is gonna be our most varied list. Like,
yeah, I know that's definitely gonna be it. Because if you talk about your favorite,
do multiple rings put you ahead of people?
Are the top 5 quarterbacks?
Do multiple rings put you ahead?
I mean, that's
you. That's up to you.
That's
on you.
That's on you.
For me, not necessarily.
Not necessarily for me.
Because Ben Roethlisberger has multiple rings and he ain't nowhere near my top 10 list.
He ain't in my top 10.
And please believe Dan Marino is definitely in mine.
He may not be top. Well, he in the top 20. But
Dan ain't got no ring. Dan got a ring?
Nope.
0.
I think Dan got no ring.
He went to the champion. He went to the Super Bowl though.
And caught that L for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be hot.
Yeah, man.
So I could just put Broadway Joe in there because he the only one who ever gonna win my team some shit. Damn it.
That's true.
Joe definitely in my top 5.
Right.
Yo, we got
hey, don't be disrespecting.
We got the Chiefs, man. Speaking of Mahommes, we talked about Mahommes, man. We got the Chiefs. They out here restructuring contracts so they can make some cap space. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I'm surprised. Restructuring my $500 million, million, trillion, zillion.
I'm surprised that Mahommes is on the list of restructures.
But restructure sometimes means just move it to a different year.
Exactly.
Or
they did
more money now.
I read into it. They actually front loaded it. So basically they're giving him more money up front.
Yep.
You ain't gonna
get it out of the way. Right. Like, they just like, here go more of the money. Here you go. Like,
especially after Dak just got more money.
Yeah, they got to make him feel comfortable. Dak got some cheese. Here go extra $25 million on top of your salary that you're going to get. Don't worry.
It's going to sprinkle that bitch on like some Parmesan in this
bitch. You best believe he got some extra in his account right
like
now.
Salt Bay out
this bitch.
That should hit his account like the stimmy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He got the ultra. He got the ultra stimmy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Ultra.
Chief package.
The chief pack. Yo, but shout out to them, man, because him, Kelce, Chris Jones, man, they all opted to restructure their deal, create some cap space, maybe make some moves for themselves. You know,
they cut Damian Williams today.
Yeah,
it saved them $2 million.
Yeah, and I just saw something on the Twitter here. Is more than likely looking like Trent Williams might be heading over to the Chiefs.
Woo! That's why they let him go.
Got to make some more room for some money.
That makes a lot more sense.
If they get Trent and Thuney, oh man, their offensive line gonna be beast mode.
Ulster, yeah.
Upgrade.
Yo.
Yeah, and that's hard to upgrade off of Fisher.
Did y'all like? Was the Chiefs? I don't think the Chiefs. They actually. How was their their stadium during the season? Did they allow fans?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think I remember seeing Chiefs fans.
Nobody really has.
I recall.
You know what I'm saying? Like
seeing some fans out there.
I think they're using that stadium revenue to get these niggas their money up front. Like, all right, we probably won't put here go this money that we got from the revenue. Just get, all right, yeah, we good. Keep it moving. Like,
bro, they just won the Super Bowl. They got hella money.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
facts.
On top of that,
marketing, all
big
that.
old facts. Big old facts. All right. I guess the elephant in the room is still here, man. Like, damn it, damn it. Why are the Patriots doing what the Patriots are doing? Why are they spending so much money? Why do they get everybody they want?
This is the same thing I was clocking out for.
Hey, this is no, Peach. This is the team you said you'll be GM for.
And this is why. Like I said. Bounce back on your ass like a basketball with too much air in it. Nigga, like the cheap ones, the $5 ones, not a Spalding, not the leather, the rubber that got bounce and air. Mm-hmm. That shit could bounce when it's flat. That shit.
Bro, Belichick with the bounce back clean.
That boy said, "Okay, I reloaded."
Y'all talking smack after I went 7-9 with no players?
Obviously, I'm not surprised because a couple pods ago I said, "Yo, we never seen the Pats with this much cap space. I don't know what they about to do, but it's probably gonna be crazy. And they got some opt-outs that's probably gonna come back this season. So their whole team gonna look hella different in one off season."
So let's go through the names that they've acquired so far. So far, we have Hunter Henry, Matthew Judon, Nelson Aguilar,
the fuck,
Jonnu Smith,
what,
Jalen Mills, safety,
nigga,
Eagles, Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver, 49ers, Devon Godcho, defensive tackle.
That defensive tackle. Yeah, I know who he is.
Deatrick Wise Jr., defensive end. Henry Anderson.
I know him too.
They re-signed him.
Henry.
They got Carl Davis.
Corey Davis.
Carl Davis. Carl Davis. He was signed off of the Jaguars practice squad by the Patriots last season. They re-signed him. Justin Bethel, a cornerback. That's just who they got.
They still got Stephon Gilmore. Dante Hightower.
All I know is defensive coordinators.
Julian Edelman.
Throw away whatever 2020 film you had on the Patriots because that is not the team you about to play this year. Like, we need new film.
Boy, y'all division is going to be trouble. Every divisional game is trouble.
Going hard that our team needs major.
Y'all still might be at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, but it's not. Your team can make those upgrades throughout a couple of seasons. You ain't getting. You ain't finna happen. This ain't finna happen. This ain't finna happen overnight, Pete.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
I just triggered the shit out of his ass, bro. Trigger warning, like
that nigga almost blew a head gasket.
What you said? I missed it. What you said?
All I said was that. He's like, that's why do we need major upgrades? And I was like, yeah, but you can acquire those major upgrades over the next couple of seasons because this shit ain't gonna happen.
You gotta be kidding me. A couple of seasons ago, I thought my team was headed in the right direction.
But y'all had Adam Gase.
I don't want no couple of seasons.
I was trying to tell you that, bro.
I want to go all in every time, all the time until we just cap it out because that shit gonna give me something better. Because, bro.
We haven't had that since we had Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum tried to go after everybody. He didn't care.
Hey, I got to do something real quick. I got to because I'm going to forget. So I have to apologize to ST and the PG live on pod because my Josh Allen-esque was actually incorrect. So when y'all bring up what's his name? What's the dude's name? When I said he was Le'Veon-esque, TJ Yeldon. So when y'all bring up TJ Yeldon S, and then I say, oh, I was right about Josh Allen. No, I was wrong about the S. I was right about his ability. So I can never bring up Josh Allen in the S talk ever again.
What was the S that you tried to attach him with?
You remember? Huh?
Who was the guy that he was the S of?
What you said over there?
No, nigga, you heard me. I ain't stutter. Who was the S?
Carson Wentz.
Yo, I mean, dog. I see. Honestly, bro, I wouldn't have said
that
it.
S was horrible. That was a horrible S. That was horrible. I'm still sticking by my TJ Yeldon one. He's not S. He's Le'Veon similar with the footwork. That's what I was.
That's not what you said, though.
yeah. But now I gotta recycle that back.
Where's TJ Yeldon?
Free agent.
Well, he got that footwork right in the free agency.
He was playing for Buffalo last year, man.
Yo, what is the Patriots gonna look like this year, though, man?
Playoffs.
It's gonna look like
or wild card at least.
It's gonna look like Super Bowl Carolina on crack with better coaching,
bruh. And Cam had a better deep ball percentage than Russell Wilson. Of course, Russell Wilson took more passes, but he had more deep balls. But Cam Newton still got an arm, man. I don't know what people, bruh.
Because we talked about this before the pod started. Like we were like, you get Cam Newton was most effective
with two tight ends.
Give him a great tight end. You signed the two premier tight ends that came into free agency. Both of them. Like it's two tight end sets the whole game. We can run it down your throat from this set, or we can just pass it, dump it over.
The red zone is going to be crazy.
Like, bro, come on. And don't forget, we have Kendrick Bourne. We still have receivers.
And they still have the 15th overall.
Kendrick Bourne is underrated, bro. That boy's a route runner,
I wanted him.
Yeah, Kendrick
Bourne. That's who I wanted.
Kendrick Bourne.
I was like, dog. I'm like Corey Davis.
I would have took Kendrick Bourne over Corey Davis.
Absolutely, sign that guy.
I would take him.
Like
for less money too. You would get him for less money.
He's such a gritty receiver. Like,
you know who I wanted over him? Over Corey Davis, that's still out there.
Curtis Samuel.
Will Fuller.
I want Will Fuller too.
I like Curtis Samuel too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't even know why he's still out there. To be honest, I thought a lot of people want him.
I like him because he's a utility player. You can.
I just thought he was automatically a Jag because of Urban. To be honest, I automatically thought that.
We don't need him though.
Need and want is two different things, baby. What you mean? True. Look, hey, you fill your roster with talent.
Nah, I'll get that in the draft.
But we can still get a Will.
I think he makes the.
We got LaVisca. We got LaVisca. I'll take LaVisca over that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
And that's what I was kind of explaining to Shays. I was like, once teams take like a second round pick on a receiver, you almost have to give them like a year, 2 years to actually, you know what I'm saying, develop. You can't just like, okay, we're just going to abandon you right after we draft you and then put you like fifth on the depth chart because we done signed like three. Like you got to give him you drafted him for a reason. You got to give him a chance to at least play for the damn Roles.
That's a perfect segue because he's talking about Marvin Jones getting signed to the Jaguars. Mm-hmm. And he was like, so what you going to do with DJ Chark and LaVisca?
No, I was fine with that. He was like, we still need somebody else. I'm like, nah, you good. I said, I think they're fine just like that because you got to let LaVisca.
I want somebody else.
Well, let's take a look.
I mean, I respect that, but I think the reason why you want them is more like what wide receiving course. What wide receiving core stay healthy all year? And sometimes when you lose one of these people, the drop off in what your wide receiver core is so painful.
Pete, I want to make sure that you understand what Ryan was saying. We signed Marvin Jones, and I said I still want another number one. I still want us to sign another number one. I don't think they're going to draft.
I disagree.
That's what he was saying.
Well, then I'm with Ryan on that because you can't have all these people who really want to be a 1 and make that shit work sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's tough.
But Marvin Jones ain't a 1 to me.
No.
Well, what is he to him?
That don't matter.
Yeah.
He signed
that does matter.
That shit matters.
that does matter. You can't say what does that matter? No, it matters to him.
And it's not just that. Like, it's okay if you got Chark and him fighting over who want to be number 1. That might be good competition, good drive, right? But then a third player coming in is a whole nother variable. When we got 3 people thinking they need to be fighting for 1.
That was the argument I was making. I said, you got Shark, and the fact that he's been there through the thick, thin, and still been proven, you can't
Chark
just be
right now, Chark is number 1 right now. You can't
time out. Pete, you was arguing with me about Allen Robinson being a number 1, and you talking about Marvin Jones as a number 1 right now?
I didn't say I didn't argue with you that Allen Robinson was a number 1. I said I didn't want him to be my number 1.
Okay, so we're talking about Marvin Jones as a number 1, bro.
I'm saying that Marvin Jones probably feels like he's a number 1. He probably wants to play.
Is he a number 1 though?
In our opinion, no, but that's not what his mindset is. That's all we're saying. We're not saying what we feel about him. We're talking about how he's approaching it.
He got a number 1 mindset.
For sure. If you feel like you're a number 1, but as the team, I'm saying you still need a number 1. That's all I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying. With better quarterback play, which we are clearly anticipating with Trevor Lawrence, DJ Chark steps up. Because you got a quarterback that can actually utilize his actual strong ass arm.
So SC, you want us to be done at receiver after Marvin Jones? You don't want to see nobody else that, like, what if we get like a Will Fuller or I don't know, Juju come here or Kenny? What if we get Kenny? Like, you don't want to see Kenny here?
Like, I think it's just like the asset could be used to help someone else.
No, wait a minute. Shades, this is what I don't need one yet. No. I don't. Let me explain where the hell I'm coming from here. The Jaguars ain't going to be shit next year. All right? Letting it be known. I know I got my Jags hat on. They ain't going to be shit next year. Our team is going to have to continue to be built upon. We can look at receivers that can come in within the next season, within the next draft, not this upcoming one, but the one following. Like, bro, this team is going to be a gradual build. I don't want to blow my whole damn load on this receiving core when there is so many other pieces to this team that needs to be filled. Nah.
It's going to be available next year.
I agree with the other pieces. I agree with the other pieces need to be filled, and there is that a lot. But I don't agree with they can't have no success this year.
I didn't say it. Okay.
I'm saying you said having success, shit, you know.
Yeah, that doesn't mean but I didn't put a record on.
I disagree with that too. So
I guess
that's why I'm coming with the standpoint with that.
We're gonna go from 1-15, and then what is our record gonna be, Shades? What's our record gonna be after 1-15? Please explain it to me.
I have no idea. I don't. Last year was last year. You have a totally different system, so you don't know how things are going to catch on. And then our division is not going to be as tough as it was.
But the fact that you're implementing a different system when teams are having their existing systems and they're still running them, you're already behind.
I still have no expectations for this year, but I'm not gonna accept. Like, I'm not thinking that we're going to be anything similar to 1-15. No, I don't think
I didn't say that.
But that I didn't say you did. I'm just letting you know from where I'm coming from. I'm not saying saying that. So this is the standpoint of where I'm coming from. I'm coming from the standpoint that we're getting a good quarterback. I'm expecting him to come in here. Of course, he's going to have rookie flaws and everything, but I'm expecting him to come in here and hold his own. We have a good running back coming back, and then we just signed Carlos Hyde. You got DJ Chark, you got Laviska Shenault. Do we still got Keelan Cole? I don't know.
You got Marvin Jones.
Probably not. But now we got Marvin Jones. You know, what are we going to do at tight end? You know what I'm saying? If our weapons are good, so why shouldn't we be putting up points? Is my point with Urban Meyer coming in. Only thing we got to worry about now is our defense, and we looking like we're getting pieces in place.
I just don't understand how you think that this is going to instantly turn around. Like, that doesn't.
No. It's not going to instantly turn around. No, but
that's why I need to know where you think where we're going to be, because if you're going to disagree with my statement of saying we ain't going to be shit.
I
One second,
think
my
it's gonna
laptop's about to
instantly
go
turn
out real quick.
around.
Okay, true.
I think it's instantly gonna turn around.
Yeah,
And
I think they're gonna be a lot.
I think because of not because of how many changes are being made or anything like that, because we've all seen teams make many changes in one season or this or that. But I feel like the changes that are being made and the way they've been made, I think that it's going to really benefit this team. Like this, the style of this change might not work for every team to be successful that fast, but I think for this team, all right, first of all, this team is going to be a new team. So there are going to be the growing pains of learning a new system and learning the chemistry of the new people. You know what I'm saying? But it's also going to be a lot of good vets on the team to help with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times when a new coach come in and different stuff, like the respect in the locker room could be divided. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people don't take coach seriously till he earned their respect. And that's real. That's real in all levels. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think Urban, one of the few niggas that like with no NFL experience, come in with people zoned in, like they want to listen and see what's gonna happen from this. Not sure, you know, but want to see. And I think that's gonna have his people engaged at an earlier stage than some other situations might lead to be. And it's just my personal opinion. I think that they're gonna click like that. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like that with the Jets too, though. I think that Salah, you know, I think that him being a player coach, like you see that we actually signed the actual guy that actually like. There's a guy that they have on the team. He's like an assistant. I forgot what he's an assistant of, but his primary job during the game is to keep Salah on the sideline, like because he be so hyped that he be down there on the field and he just be in front of Salah like trying to push him back and like like that's his whole job. They just showed like clips of him doing it like throughout the whole season. And like when you got a coach like that that's fiery like that, bro, like that's infectious to your team. Like, and I just
Urban, he's not as fiery as Salah, but
but I mean he's gonna demand the respect of the players just based off of you know what I'm saying,
off his pedigree, just off of who he is.
Right.
But ST, what was the question that you wanted me to answer before I had to put the charger in?
I forgot.
Okay. So what about the free agents? Like what free agents did the Jaguars pick up?
Yeah. Okay. So we got the graphic here. You know, we picked up some good defensive linemen, man.
How do y'all feel about the bringbacks? And
Alu and Carlos.
How y'all feel about those two? First,
I love
Alu. I thought would get some abrasive feedback.
I'm good with it.
This is how I feel about it, right? Obviously, Tyson Alu did not work out how we wanted him to work out here the first time around.
Right.
I think we are bringing him in here really just to be quality depth.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't now if they put him out there as a starter and he can ball for us, that would be great. But I think honestly he's great quality depth, good rotation guy. Keep your line fresh. You know what I mean? That's how I look at him. Carlos Hyde. I look at Carlos is a guy who when he was here, he just kind of sat on the sideline and you know what I mean. Like we didn't utilize him to his potentials. And really might have saved some carries on him. Bringing him in as that second back kind of works for me because it's not like we're asking him to be the starter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I love both of them. But the main thing that sticks out to me are the types of teams that these people came from, and a lot of these teams are playoff teams. That's what really sticks out to me. The two that I really love from this list is Jamal Agnew and Shaquille Griffin, because Shaquem Griffin has said that he wants to wants to come and sign with the Jaguars as well, so we may get his brother as well. So that'd be a good rotational linebacker to have. But Jamal Agnew is going to totally change our special teams. He's set to break at any time. Like he holds Lions records for kick returns and stuff like that. Like so that changes like so. Now you got to worry about us on punt return and kick return. You already had to worry about us anyway with Laviska Shenault back there, but now you got Jamal Agnew, who's a Pro Bowler at that position. Mm-hmm. And with Shaquille Griffin, we have a certified number 1 corner now.
Yeah.
But do you like the tight end Chris Manhertz?
I mean, I don't really care because I know that he's not really there to be a pass catcher. You know, I think they're going to address that. Yeah, that's what he's there for.
I looked up some stats on him, and like he's in the top 2 or 3 in regards to top pass blocking tight ends in the league, or run blocking tight ends in the league, I should say. And obviously, we plan to run the ball. Good to have one of the better blocking tight ends if you are planning to run the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My biggest takeaway from this is outside of Shaquille Griffin, which Shay's already touched on, it's Rayshawn Jenkins. You know, once again, I know it's biased and all, but you swag. But
for real?
Yeah.
Hey, SD, what number was he?
26.
Okay.
Yeah, he was rocking the Deshaun Taylor number. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
is he good?
Yeah, he's a good safety, man.
He was good for the Chargers.
He was good for the Chargers. You know, that's why we paid him. That's why we hold on. How much we paid his ass? We paid him 16 mil guaranteed. Yeah, like
highest on there. Yep.
Yeah, like no, he's a good safety, dog. Like bro, I'm very happy to have him on here. I'm happy to have.
Is he better than Gibson and Church?
Yeah,
he's better than Church. Absolutely.
He's on par with Gibson though.
Yeah, he's on par. He's on par with Gibson, but Gibson, what you was gonna say, Peach?
I was gonna say Gibson. He benefited from certain things that I think sometimes like
he did. You're right, but he was in the right spots, bro.
I mean, that's why I don't hate, because a lot of times some people who play that similar position don't know how to be in the right spots, but he had that shit down pat. Right.
Oh, you gonna throw it? Oh, okay.
I'll say this,
but
man.
At the same time, I like potential wise, I think he got potential to be a more impactful than Tayshaun Gibson.
Okay. I also agree. Like, obviously, we didn't get to catch a lot of Chargers games over here on the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't know about him too much.
But even if I'm dating it back to just his college career, bro, man made clutch plays, bro. Clutch plays at safety. You know what I'm saying? Either tipping a pass at the right time, in crunch situations, picking the pass in crunch situations, laying a big ass hit in crunch situations. You know what I mean? Like he could play up in the box. You know what I mean? Like he ain't got to just be bro. I am so happy with that sign. That's a low key great signing for the Jags right there.
With Shaquille Griffin,
right?
And then you no telling if we can get a corner in the draft.
And then you can move CJ to the 2.
Oh, I forgot we already had CJ.
Then you can move him where he needs to be, because him covering ones ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
It was tough. It was thrown into the fire. Yo, I think that's another position that they need to start grooming. I seen too many niggas coming out of college, cornerbacks that I like their fundamentals, their fluencies, and then they throw him into that fire, and that's it's one of the mental positions you get broken, bro. Because D Milner got broke. D Milner, oh man, I knew he was gonna ball for us, bro. Yeah. He had all the tools. Like,
he ran like a 4-2, 4-3.
I seen him do it, son. And then
it was his vertical.
Once you get broken, that's what makes some of the greats. That's what Revis' number one thing was to me, his vertical. Because Revis used to be beat by like 6 yards sometimes and jump, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, did he?"
That Megatron interception, or was that Brandy?
Oh yeah, I remember
he jumped backwards.
Bro, he was frustrating the shit out of Megatron.
But he only played him once though. That's the only thing. I wish they would play it again.
I wish, bro. Come on, dog.
I hate when we miss out on those. Shit.
I hate when we miss out on those matchups, right? Like certain matchups, man. You just want to see it like a lot of, like, for a brief period of time. You had Josh Norman versus OBJ. You wanted to see that matchup.
Patrick Peterson versus Megatron was dope.
Did y'all ever put any weight into like when Sherman was always like when he was talking that cash to Revis? I feel like Sherman was a good cover 3 corner, but when it came to like just man on man,
no. He can't. He get dusty.
He can't touch like man on man.
At the time when
OBJ was doing him,
he lived for the best. Like he was like, I want the best receiver. Like I don't care. I'm following him wherever he goes.
Bro. You can't stick with a route.
Sherman never ever wanted that smoke.
Wow.
He never wanted that. Oh, I'm
OBJ had him looking silly.
He wanted that smoke that if whoever's on my side, I'm a stick. But I play the weak side.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm zone though.
But if you put your strong nigga on the weak side, I know probably what package y'all are in. You know, he's one of those IQ guys, playbook. Yo, he knows that shit. Because if you're on my side, then I already know half of what's probably going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like he a smart IQ nigga. Like he got the plays down. Like because when you have that, you could lose a little bit on the speed and the athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll be a step ahead on where they're gonna be because you already know. You know.
Also, on top of that, bro, like Sherman may have just been talking that shit because that's what got him going. You know what I mean? That's what kept his game sharp. You know what I mean?
Noticed.
It got him noticed also, but it looked like it kept his game sharp too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
having him put that fire on himself.
Yeah.
Crabtree was never the same receiver after that. He was never the same receiver after that.
And then
so let's slide over to the NBA real quick, yo. Let's slide over to the NBA. Man, we got this recent news of Embid, man, hyperextending that damn knee, bruh.
Changes everything.
Was there any kind of reports out on like how long he's gonna be out? You know what I mean? Anybody heard anything?
I heard.
I didn't know.
I heard 2 weeks to a month.
Did he have surgery?
No, I didn't. I know it didn't require surgery. I don't believe.
I just seen hyperextended, gonna miss some games.
Yeah, and like that's a big ass blow to the 76ers, man. Like obviously. Without not even needed to be stated like that, but you know what I mean, like obviously huge blow to the 76ers, who are one of the hottest teams in the NBA up to that point. You know what I mean? And like now we're gonna have to see what kind of resolve they got. See it what who they coach out there? Stan Van Gundy?
No, they got Doc.
Oh, Doc. Where's Stan? Where's Stan at?
Pelicans.
There it is. That makes all this where I got Stan from. But no, we're gonna have to see what kind of resolve they got. Obviously, Doc's a good coach, man, and he's gonna try to keep them afloat as much as possible.
Yeah, I was trying to read a little bit, try to see if I can see something real quick, but they're not really giving any timeline as of yet, but they're saying there was no structural damage, and they're calling it like a bruised knee.
Okay. He might be
okay.
A couple weeks.
Embiid is still forced to miss at least the next 2 weeks.
Okay,
that's what I have to go through rehab.
That's what I was thinking.
I'll probably say 2 weeks. I'll probably say 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, they just got. I mean, I don't know what their schedule is off the top of my head, but hopefully
that throws them out the MVP race, though.
Yeah, it can definitely hurt. It could hurt him. It could,
unless he comes back balling. But I don't know if he's gonna come back off a knee just balling like that. It
could also, prove his case. What if they tank throughout this time period, and then he comes back and they back to balling? How else more can you prove a way that he's the most valuable player to you know what I mean? If you see a tank job and then he comes back and he back to balling, you know what I mean? But I don't wish that on him. I hope they continue to find some.
They got a squad though. They got a little squad around, and Dwight been balling.
Yeah, so hopefully they can keep that up. But shout out, prayers up, heal up quickly, Embiid, get your big ass back out there. You know. Your big ass back out there. Yo, Pelicans out here whooping the. Let me check myself. Pelicans out here putting the beats to the Clippers, bruh.
Beat them boys by 20.
By 20.
Bro,
I watched the first half of the game and they had them up since the beginning. This is what I was going to tell you, ST, because I remember you was one time you talked about Lonzo Ball shot, and bro, it's quick. It's like getting quick like Steph Curry. Like, and then, bro, he made 3 threes in a row, and then he went like 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 in the first quarter or something like that. But he made his first 3 threes. Like, as soon as he catching it, and his confidence is different now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think things have been different since his brother came into the league. He's like, little bro balling? Oh, heck no, bro.
He can't be coming in.
He can't be coming in like, dog, what? I was looking at highlights, and then Melo shot a deep 3 in his face.
I love Melo.
Yeah, LaMelo.
Yeah. No. I don't call him Melo yet. I gotta wait until Melo out of the league before I go transition into him being Melo, bro. You feel me?
You feel me?
No, that major respect. You already know me. I got his jersey. I got 2 of his jerseys.
There's only one Melo right now.
Yeah, I got 2 of his jerseys.
That nigga plays for the Trailblazers.
But yo, hey, Peach, we got a new rankings de la Fuego for you, bro.
Why? Because my team is number 5 now. That's why.
I mean, we've been talking about it the whole time, and they've been on the list. But yeah, they number 5.
Nah, I know.
Yeah, they number 5, bro. Lakers number 5, Bucks at number 4, Suns at number 3, 76ers at number 2, and the Nets at number 1.
I'm gonna tell
without KD.
I'm gonna tell you the thing that stands out about this list. How are 3 of the 5 teams in the East?
Because the Clippers been on a losing streak and the Jazz been on a losing streak.
Bruh, it's crazy. It's like the East. This is just like perfects my argument that I've always had.
LeBron.
Yeah, you damn right. I'm going back over to LBJ. Bro, the East, even though, yes, obviously you got teams like the Nets that are obviously stepping up. But like the East has not always been this like super duper cakewalk that people always made it out to be. Obviously, they were top heavy as fuck. But at the same time, like they had balling ass teams over there in the East. There's just nothing you can do when you know that
something to be said that when LeBron comes to your side, niggas be moving because Harden and KD went to the East. Now that LeBron's in the West.
Hell no, man.
They was over here like
you're like, nigga, we getting to the championship game.
Oh hell no.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to look at the star power. Like the star power is balanced now. The star power wasn't balanced when LeBron was in the East. You know, Kawhi was over there. You know what I'm saying? But when LeBron leaves, then Kawhi comes over there. So you have Kawhi, Giannis, Jimmy Butler,
but that's the whole
Tatum.
That's what they saying. Yeah,
I feel like that's the whole reason why I feel like LeBron targeted AD. I think because like when you have to combat a player like Kevin Durant, who is already like a matchup problem, you have to have another matchup problem. You know what I'm saying? So like, and AD is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, by no means do I expect him to guard Kevin Durant. Like, Kevin Durant is just too quick.
LeBron's guarding Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I get that. He's gonna try. I mean,
yeah, right.
Like I'm an avid LeBron fan.
I mean, at the end of the day, like
playoff LeBron and playoff KD are two different people.
Yeah, bro. Totally different.
Playoff KD
is the coldest nigga I've seen out on that.
Like, bro, like you don't want to see playoff KD, bro. Like, it's not fair. Like, it's literally not fair. Like,
all I know is KD earned his respect as multiple people I've heard say this. Top respected opinions or whatever. One of the damn near hard to argue that he's not the best offensive player they ever seen. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, live while you playing, if niggas are saying that, bro, that's crazy. Some niggas don't get that respect when you really realize what they did after they retire and shit.
Right.
Like,
but you know what's crazy about that? Because the other two people that you can argue are on the same team.
Yeah.
Oh, and Steph Curry.
I was about to say, don't forget.
I was about to say, I mean, Kyrie wouldn't be one of them for me.
I mean, he can create his own
he's
shot.
more talented than KD though.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be one of the top offensive players on no list I make.
Respect.
Like, no, I watch playoff LeBron and playoff KD go at it, and LeBron with excellent defense could not do anything but foul.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like knockdown. Don't give a shit. like
First of all,
that shot he pulled up in LeBron. Wait, in which finals that was? I can't remember if that was 18, 19. It was one of them damn ones. And he just, bro, I was like, damn, that
like there's
so cold.
Nothing you can do. Like,
but no, if you just look at it, that nigga shot where he really released his shot at, like you gotta have the height, the athleticism, the bounce, the timing,
it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect.
He doesn't get blocked.
His shot's at 7'6".
He doesn't get blocked because of that shit. Like you gotta be like the people who are tall enough to block him aren't quick enough. They can't move fluid enough, you know.
Yeah,
and then the people who can move quick enough to like be where they need, they don't got the
length.
Like,
yeah, they don't have the length to get up there to even do nothing.
He's a unicorn.
Bro, I've seen him on some good defense. Like you can't pay a man to play better defense than what they're doing at the moment, and him looking down at them while he
mad disrespectful.
Oh, you was there? Oh shit! Watch my elbows on the way back.
Oh, you thought you had your hand in my face? Oh, you didn't. Head ass. You saw this lift. You know what I'm saying?
Different, dog. He's so different.
Man,
if he stay healthy, he definitely going down as one of the best ever.
Yeah. I mean, he's on that trajectory anyway. You know what I mean? People are going to have, you know, they're going to have their opinions on his.
Oh, I'm going to have mine.
I got mine. You know what I'm saying? But like
twice. This nigga did it twice.
But regardless of what kind of moves he made, like
he ain't no. We know
what type of player he is, regardless. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah, the kind that need 2 stars next to him, and oh no, not that kind. Okay, my bad.
I mean that kind.
Dang.
I'm just saying. It's not. I know that.
Wow.
No, I just know that this is what the league has been changing to, and I'm not gonna argue that. At this point, it's not about the original moves of whoever, whatever. Like that shit is normal as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like super team, dream team, whatever team you want to say. But personally, as a personal fan of his game and skill, I would have liked to see him have a team. Because when he was on the Warriors, they might have said it was his team, but it wasn't his team.
What's that?
Right now, I don't know who team it is. And we might not know for a while. Because when playoff time comes, that's when we going to know who team it really is.
If KD's on the court, it's KD's team.
I mean, tell Harden that.
Realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, Harden's the point guard, though. Harden's
which means it's in his control.
You think Harden's going to be getting 10 dimes in the playoffs?
Basketball move. That's the mindset that Harden's in. Right
he will be getting the assist.
That's what I'm saying. So when KD comes on the court, he knows that because he accepts that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell by when they play together.
He ain't gonna be giving the ball to KD to do some ISO shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He gonna be like,
but if KD don't
ISO
really
shit,
do that.
I'm doing ISO shit.
Right.
KD gonna have to run.
KD's too efficient, bro.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Shades. But we also talking about regular season games. We ain't talking about no crunch time games yet. And when the crunch time games get, all we saying is that we gonna see. We gonna see.
You know how LeBron put it on in coast mode for the regular season, and then the playoffs come. KD just like, y'all go ahead, shine, put up 30, 40 points. Playoff time, grind time. Slim Reaper.
I can't believe.
I'm still call him that.
I'm still mad that he's mad about that name. Bitch, that's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Shades, tell us what's up with Freeway Ricky Ross, dog.
Yeah, man. So recently I was watching Lord Jamar on the Godcast, and but Freeway Ricky he already did an interview with Funk Flex and a couple of other people where he was talking about this, but basically he was saying that Snowfall is a fairy tale. You know, it's a cartoon. Of course, I know, you know, he's kind of going in a little too hard right there, but But he basically, because Snowfall is supposed to be based on his story, so that's why a lot of people are into it. And for people that don't know, Snowfall is supposed to be it's a show about how crack cocaine entered the United States and how it got started. So basically, he was saying that he met with John Singleton to show him his movie idea, and basically they never got to finalize anything. And all of a sudden he didn't hear from John Singleton. Then all of a sudden he sees Snowfall comes out, as a result of it. So, shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him because he said he's still working on the story. And one major thing that he did release in the interview that is a lot different than what's on Snowfall is, in Snowfall they have a DEA agent that's doing direct contact with the main character. And what he was talking about was it was actually like Nicaraguan. Nicaraguan.
I'm sorry, is what?
Nicaraguan, I guess. I don't know how to say that word. Nicaraguan.
That's it right there.
There it is. Mercenaries. Basically, he was working with mercenaries that were working with the government, and they're paying them off the books. So that way you can keep it off paper. You know what I mean? So that's one major thing that would be different in Freeway Rick Ross's movie if he ever releases it. I don't know if it's going to be a movie nowadays. It'll probably be a series. So series are probably making more money nowadays.
Definitely. Ninja Tape. Before we get to shout outs, real quick. Ayo, Ryan, what you think? What you think about how you like Trevor Ariza?
Oh, we talking about getting Trevor? Remember to get
Heat Thunder in Ariza talks. OKC interested in sending Trevor Ariza to Miami in exchange for a second round pick.
Absolutely, for a second.
That's what I said.
For a second, nigga. Hell yeah, buy a second.
I'm out. Did y'all already get LaMarcus?
We get him too. Don't worry about that. We still. You know what I'm saying? We hashing some things out. You know what I'm saying?
I called this. When I said, remember when Harden went over to the Nets and stuff? I was like, yo, some crazy moves gonna happen, like, or attempted at least.
Pat Riley is the godfather, bro.
Godfather.
He's the godfather. Like,
don't nobody see that team built over there and be like, oh, we good how we are.
We just gonna be content.
Especially when them niggas trying to get Blake Griffin and shit. Like,
trying to.
Yeah, I'm just saying at the time, at the time and shit. Like.
But I'm saying, like, you give us LaMarcus Aldridge and Trevor Ariza, and you have a issue. Like, you can slide Bam. You know what I'm saying?
Ariza coming off the bench.
Ariza, what? Coming off the bench? Yeah, absolutely.
I know. I'm just saying that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's with perfect. You, that's perfect because you know you're getting 3-point shooting and defense.
Well, the Knicks are going to sign somebody. Don't worry.
They're going to be off somebody practice squad. But
hey, man, we almost beat the Nets.
Yeah, almost.
Well, like a great philosopher named Brandy once said, everybody knows.
Doesn't count. I love the introduction, like a great philosopher. At first, I knew what he was gonna say, but when he hit me with the philosopher shit, he had got me confused for a second. I was like, "Damn, who is he going?"
Y'all niggas right now.
Hey, yo, we got. Let's throw these shout outs out here real quick, man. Who got first? Who up the bat?
Go ahead, Shade.
Nah, I go last. Remember?
Oh yeah,
supposed to go last.
Bro, you be switching this up every other podcast.
I know, but last time I did a shout out, he was like, yeah, bro, you said my 2 shout outs. So I ain't going this now time I'm going last.
All right, Ryan, what you got, bro?
Man, just shout out to the homies. Shout out to a prosperous rest of the week for everybody. Just stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Count your blessings.
Facts.
Don't spend all that stimmy in one place.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? Peace and love for everybody. What you got going on, Peach?
shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Keep your heads up. Stay safe in these streets and out these streets, because some niggas don't be safe in their own house. We seen these cases, but just shout out to everybody being safe and getting through everything we got going on. And I hope everybody life taking a better turn going into this next year. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, use that stimulus money wisely. It's sent to help, so try to help yourself set up for long term, not just for some short term shit. Even though I know the J's about to be sold out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, yo, shout out to them sending out them stimmies. Mine is dropping tomorrow morning. So I feel comfortable saying this right now. Shout out to y'all sending that stimmy, which is practically the same amount as the taxes I gotta pay this year. You feel me? So I appreciate y'all. Doing your boy fave. You know what I'm saying? We'll call it an even wash, and we'll move on from there. You feel me? But yeah, that's my shout out for this week, or at least for the day, you dig?
Yo, shout outs to the pod. Shout outs to Chastity Taylor Foundation. Shout out to Hunger Fight. Shouts out to the people of Mozambique. We didn't talk about this on the pod, but shouts out to them, praying for them, praying for the families over there. There's like an Islamic insurgent murder spree going on over there. So if anybody has the time, please do your research on this situation and put your prayers out to those people, because it's a nightmare going on over there. And shouts out to us, man. Next pod, we'll be live, Clearwater. A lot of us will be out there. You know what I'm saying? To end season 2. I can't believe we're at the end of season. That's crazy,
bro. How we already at the end of season 2, dog? Dang,
that's crazy, bro.
I feel like we just got back from the end of season 1. I feel like we just started up season 2.
Bro, it's crazy. We put in 20. Bro.
This is nuts.
This is crazy.
Actually
21. But yeah, 21? Man, shouts out to everybody, man. Peace out.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man, huh?
Rocking with the realest.
With the realest. Until next time, y'all. This has been Homie Studios. You dig?